Tonight, 8 boxers, 2 teams, a 4 versus 4 match with some of the best boxers in the NHBL. Which side of the Atlantic will reign supreme? It's the NHBL Collision of Continents. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the NHBL Collision of Continents. I'm Gearhead, and alongside me, I have Radovan, and tonight we have an exciting match, 4v4 for supremacy between North America and Europe. Which team will win this match? And tonight, I gotta say, these teams are really exciting, Radovan. Just boxers that have long histories with each other.
Indeed, they have.
I know that I've seen a lot of these guys fight in Fight Night. I've fought against a lot of them. They are incredibly skilled boxers, all 4 of them on each team. And it's honestly a crapshoot as to who wins this match, in my opinion. It's going to be close down to the wire stuff.
Indeed. You have mentioned earlier that there are a lot of awesome heavy boxers. Indeed, there are a lot of awesome heavy boxers. We have seen them in numerous matches in the past, and we can say with ease that they are going to show us an incredible performance. And also when they fight in the concept of North America against Europe, it's also going to be pretty interesting to look at.
That's right. The ping difference could be a huge factor in this matchup.
They also have now that they don't even fight for themselves, they're now fighting for their for their continent. I mean, it's the clash of continents, of course. And so they're going to try to be much as representative of their continent as they. It's going to be an awesome match. I have said it many times before, but I'm going to say it again. It is going to be an interesting and also very
exciting.
I'm losing words.
A very exciting match. Looks like they're deciding the warm-up rounds right now. And all right, looks like
Okay.
And it looks like we're underway with the warm-up.
Begin.
And there we go, the warm-up rounds. This could truly tell us which team could be superior right now. Looks like Team NA is working very hard right now.
Yeah, but oh my god.
Team NA.
They went pretty furiously on the European boys. Like, not gonna lie, straight up forward against them. Head on again. Head on.
Then again, this could be a bit of a diversionary tactic.
Of course.
Much like the same way Dos Caras did back in the day. Just baiting their opponent into a false sense of security.
No, of course. And now they're gonna clean up the area of the dead corpses of the European people.
Thank you so much, gentlemen.
I mean, they all kind of try to go all on one,
right,
and then they're gonna take out the rest of them.
Ladies, ravioli cans, are you ready? Alright, let's round up one or two, alright? Let's go.
Alright. Looks like we have another warm-up round. And let's just take a look down there. These 2 teams are both incredibly skilled boxers. But it looks like... Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Looks like Team EU might be off their game. It's a little troubling if you're rooting for Team EU.
I mean, the North American team has a whole bunch of incredible boxers like Bax, Sandwich, Lupa King, and even Rage Will. They all are pretty heavy boxers with an honorable past. I mean, I guess that the European boys are going to have a little bit of a harsh time fighting them, but unless they're gonna change tactics, I guess, well, the Americans are going to win.
All of these boxers have been in major
one.
Events.
You ready? All right.
But I'm honestly surprised at the anemic showing that Team EU is showing right now.
Look at them go.
Oh, but it looks like Team EU might be doing just as well now.
It's 1v1.
It's 1v1, and it's a 3-0 for Team NA in the practice rounds.
Well,
This
it was.
might
Well, it was.
is
Mm. It was a good. It was a gigantic progress for the European teams. Now they just don't go like the same. They attempted to go the same tactic as the Americans, but it ended up into a 1v1, in which then ended with the American victory.
And we are underway in the collision of continents. Team North America pushing into the corner here. Team Europe going a bit of a roundabout strategy. It looks like Team Europe might be in a bit of trouble here. Team Europe is the upper hand, and Team Europe takes round 1.
Of course, as they showed off in the during the warm-up rounds, the Americans are going like pushing them into their part of the arena and then keeping there like well, they're gonna keep him there. But now it was a little bit of a different because the Europeans also choose a different tactics like going up the upper corner of the arena, but it then ended into an American victory when it came to 2v2 and then coming to the 2v1.
And we're underway with round 2. Both teams, North America, again, going for the aggressive approach here, pushing Team Europe into the corner. It's a bit of a dogpile there right now, and it looks like it's a 2v2 match once again. Team Europe, it's 2v1, and Team Europe, El Comandante on an absolute tear!
That was an amazing fight. Now you can see that the Team Europe was now switching strategies. We can also see that everyone was like pushed into that upper left corner. But one of the European boxers in Space Vegemite was fighting his own fight, but it kind of didn't want it. But it was all amazing, and I really it's one on one.
And we're underway with round number 3. Again, Team North America going for a bit of an aggressive approach here, trying to separate boxers a bit. It looks like Team North America is going for an aggressive approach here, and it looks like it's down to 1, and North America is clawing it back.
Oh my! It was almost a flawless victory, but yeah, we can also see that the Europeans also tried to kind of like bait them to their position so they can finish off in their own home space. But it kind of didn't go up, and it like turned into the Americans' favor when they all were on one spot. They didn't went to the entirety of the arena, so it was easier for them to land the hits.
And let's go down to North America team captain Sins. How do you think, Sins, you just came back from a 2-0 deficit. You clawed one back. Are you guys confident that you're going to be able to win this one?
Of course we're going to win this one. I mean, look at them. They're scared. Just because they're 2-1 doesn't mean anything. Clayface over there is shivering in his timbers. Ow, 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 beat him up, guys.
Hey, whoa, there's a tussle going on down there in the ring. And round 4 is underway. Both sets of boxers, North America going, Europe really taking a approach down on the bottom of the ring, and it looks like it's about even down there right now. And oh my goodness, it's 1v1, and it looks like it's just Rage Will that's left, and Rage Will takes it. North America ties it up at 2.
How could now it wasn't all now also they were trying. North Americans are also trying for a different approach. They were now trying to separately take out each boxer separately, like not like a collective against one, but like like each of the boxers take each of the players, and it came into a 1v1, which Rage Will finished off with the KO.
There we go.
And round 5 is underway. Team North America going for a bit of a push here. It's 3 up in the blue corner right now. Team North America is up a boxer by the look of things. And oh my goodness, it's a 3-0 win in that round for North America. 3-2.
It was interesting. They were also kind of like, I think it was only me, but they were like pushing the fight into the center. And then at the end, they were like baiting them towards the Americans, which ended up into the Americans' victory. But it's also,
Corners, let's go.
but it was also an interesting fight. It was again another change of strategy.
And run away with round 6. North America up 3-2, going for a very aggressive approach right from the start. Team EU might be a bit on the back foot here. It's up 3-2, and now it's even at 2 boxers apiece. Team North America, they're now up 1. It's 1v1, and Koopa King takes it. North America's up 4-2 and looks to be in the driver's seat.
Indeed, it was an amazing fight. Yet again, like the Americans first go on to like completely aggressive, humiliating one European by another one. But it kind of come to a quite of a tide turner where the Europeans started to take advantage of it, but it didn't. But it wasn't enough for a victory, and then Americans won this round once again.
And we'll be underway with round number 6. Again, both teams of boxers a bit aggressive right from the beginning, and it looks like Team North America may be a bit of an advantage right now. They're up 2 boxers by the look of it, and it's 3v1. Rage Will takes down the final EU boxer, and it looks like America's on the verge of victory in New York.
Once again, an interesting fight. Once again, a change of tactics. Now they went like, well, it was a different tactic like the previous one. Now they came back like to the old one, the first one which they presented. Like they're gonna like piranha tactic, everyone on all on one, and then collectively take out each boxer of the European
Check corners,
team.
boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And we're underway with round number 7. Round 8, I believe. Yes, round 8. This could be the very end of it. It looks like Team Europe. Oh, they're coming back. It's a comeback from Team Europe here. It's 2v1, 1v1. It's a bit even here. And Lulsi takes it. Europe still alive. It is 5-3.
That was a nice comeback from Lulsi. Like now they kind of like copied the same tactic, and it went well. The tide was turned. Now it's all up to Europe if they're gonna keep the streak or like drop it in the next fight. But I guess not.
We're underway with round number 9. Team NA, again, aggressive push into blue corner here. It looks like Team Europe might be a bit of the aggression here. It's 1v1 once again, and Europe gets another win. Comfy Len, it's 5-4, and it is going to a 10th round.
Now that was kind of surprising because the North American team were like dogs on chains, and when the round began, the chains were the dogs were released. The chain were broke, and the dogs were released on the Europeans, but the dogs didn't do quite well, and then the Europeans showed them their side, the better side.
And we're underway with round 10. Once again, Team North America going for a bit of a more tentative approach, as does Team Europe. They're both taking a bit of a more hesitant approach here, but they're going for the aggression. Team Europe up a boxer, up 2, up 3. It's a perfect victory. Europe takes it to the tie breaker. Oh, but there's a dispute in the ring.
What dispute? What dispute?
Yeah, like we were all like right up in their faces, and like we couldn't land a punch. I'm sorry. Like his
I
leg just
tried
like
to run,
completely
but
destroyed
they
us that time.
managed to. Yeah, I managed to run,
Got
but
four
they
out.
also
I don't know what happened.
tried.
Yeah, something's fishy.
After reviewing the clip from the dispute from the red side, I've concluded that most Reds were hurled together during the match, which means they've mostly hit each other's. Therefore, I will not go through with the dispute. We will continue as is.
And it all comes down to this. Round 11, tied at 5. Whoever wins this wins the match. It looks like Team North America going for an aggressive approach here. There looks like it's evenly matched. Team North America down a boxer by the look of it. No, it's 2v2. It's 2v1, and North America takes it. North America takes day 1
And that's
in New
what
York.
you get for touching that.
That was an amazing fight. Even though I was expecting a tie turner at the end, like Europe would grab the victory, but it ended surprisingly well for the Americans because they took the collective approach against one boxer, like all on one, and it really turned out for them well. I mean, they won the first day, but then then they're gonna have to show us what happened on the second day.
It looks like Team Europe couldn't pull out the win tonight, but it was a very close match. Tell me, what do you guys have planned for tomorrow night? And do you feel confident in your abilities?
Yeah, I do. I think tonight was a great effort with the ping. Most of our guys had about 120 ping, and we should be able to comfortably win tomorrow night under low ping, and we're only behind by 1 round. We had an amazing effort tonight.
X, you guys took the match tonight, 6-5. Tell me, how excited are you for the win tonight, and do you have any plans for victory tomorrow night?
Well, let me just say I'm very proud of all my North American guys here representing the good old US of A and Canada and Mexico because they're in North America, but that's besides the point. I'm really impressed with our teamwork tonight. We coordinated really well in our Discord chat. We were making really good call-outs. We were doing really good diagnosing the situation and adjusting on the fly. Hopefully we can carry that same strategy into tomorrow and make this a 2-0 sweep for your NA boys. So, yeah. Also, good job on the European part. They did all right. They did okay. They did okay. But they did okay. They did fine. They were fine, or you know what I mean.
You guys really choked. We're gonna smash you tomorrow night. You guys really choked.
Noodle arms, just like you did in this match.
You can choke on all 8 inches of my American freedom, okay?
Fast. You are fast.
There's just absolute banter going on down there right now.
Uh-oh. Sin's mic is still broken, Clay, so...
Alrighty, so as these 3 warm-up rounds get underway. What a night we have here. What a bunch of star-studded names we have in this ring. Let's start off with a couple of rather noteworthy ones. Comfilen and Shikin, this last season's grand finalist, and Shikin lost to Comfilen in that grand final, but it was a pretty damn close one. So Comfilen is leading the charge here. So we have a bunch of, star-studded names down. Star-studded names. Do you reckon individual skill is good in this example here? Do you reckon it's worth? Because America last night showed a lot of coordination. A lot.
It's hard to really tell if individual skill will be a huge factor in this. By the sheer amount of a 4v4 match, it's a lot different mindset from a standard 1v1 match. You have to pay attention to, can I get hit from behind? Who's hitting me from the side? Of course, team coordination could end up with one person being knocked out by all 4 at once. You only need around 5 or 6 hits of the stock fist to get a kill, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
So if 4 people work together, that's 4 hits on one person. You'll knock down the enemy team, but that puts you at a higher risk of being hit by the rest of the team. It's a very weird setup, and it's individual skill has some value in it, managing your footwork, managing your placement, but it'll all boil down to team composition and each team having their own same amount of individual skill and team composition.
Yeah, is this type of format years ago, back when we first did one of these first Glitch in the Continents, this format was experimented with a lot on Fight Night. It was experimented. It was pretty vigorously tested, and it was very funny to see the 5v5 6v6s. Keeping track of your team was a big factor here. Round number 1 of Glitch in the Continents, day 2. Both teams pretty tentative to start, and immediately a couple of the red players, I think that was Comfilen, they're getting a little bit of aggression first. They're all bunched up in this corner. 2 kills, 3 kills going in the way of EU, and that is going to be an absolute bloody squash and a half. Holy crap. They're all alive.
They are all alive, and the way it looked like was 2 were able to sneak around and create a hole on the left side of their defense in order for 2 or 3 of them to sneak in and try to get the upper hand. But that almost worked as like a snake trap in such a way that they were able to gang around Bax and Standovich and knock them out. It was
That was monumental.
that was very monumental.
All right, round number 2. Both teams easy to start, staying in their corners, and a couple of blows are traded, keeping to their lines right now. And that is going to be a shotgun called for this, so we'll see what happened there.
Red teams won the match, so they will keep the score, but blue team has one of their players eating a sandwich during the match. So they will take a sandwich eating penalty. That's gonna be a warning.
Round number 3, 2-0 up in favor of the Europeans. And now, a couple of good aggression there from a couple of the blue players. I think that was Rachel, but he goes down, and this is another cleanup, but it's 2-on-2 right now. Back's all alone, and that's just going to be Comfyland cleaning up. That's going to be 3-0. 8-6 on aggregate. Uh-oh. Looks like trouble, Dan.
Yeah. It was fun to see the two Comfyland and El Comandante just sink their sandwiches as soon as they finish. But what eventually happened, it looked like EU became the Red Menace and blobbed up and tried to take out one or two of their members. Eventually, they all spread out across the dividing line, and Blue was able to knock out 2, Red was able to knock out 2, but these last 2 Reds, having their individual skill, allowed them to come on top. I wasn't able to see who were the last 2 Blue alive, but I would imagine that it had some factor as to what their mindset was, what their health was at remaining-wise, into that final round.
Oh, wait a minute. Look at the Gibbuses. It's the Gibbuses versus the Bolds. Oh, this is amazing. Gibbuses versus Bolds, who will win? Both teams, NA, immediate aggression, and I think EU weren't quite expecting that to go down for EU. Raid Baron picks up another kill on Cooper King, but now it's just Chicken alone, and he's just going to get swarmed just according. He kills 1, though.
Oh,
that was a bit of a weird scare, but that just aggression right now. That's 3-1, 8-7 on aggregate.
Apparently, the Gibbuses hold some magical power in them in order for them to pick up that round. It looked like they targeted El Comandante and Comfyland, knowing that those two seemed to be the quote unquote the strongest in that round. And it was in order to secure that win, they would take out the 2 strongest and then work out on the others. I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat where the NA captain has stated that you cannot take targets on a specific head.
When everyone looks alike, that's genius.
Yeah,
that's
but
genius.
one of the Gibbous Blues has a
brown hat.
brown Gibbous.
Alright, let's see what we've got here. I can just about see them. The blue getting. Oh, 1 goes down. Oh, heck. 2. Oh. That was pretty good, Dan.
What happened?
Well, Dan, what happened? What happened in that round?
Red team ganged up on blue team in a very impressive.
It's round 6, 4-1, and NA have got a mountain to climb. NA, some players immediately getting on the aggression. The Cooper King being very much isolated. It's 3 kills going forward. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. It's 10-7 on aggregate.
Yep. And match point.
It is match point.
5-1 EU for the night. It looked like that EU. You don't believe it is match point. Okay, it has to get to 12. False match point. Sorry about that, boys.
Yeah.
It just looked like that red team was getting beat up. They were targeting Comfyland and Raid Baron. They were the 2 lowest, but they just got swarmed on.
Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, wait.
We had a ref stuck in the pit.
Hold on a minute, go back.
I'm sorry about that. I got caught up in the wire.
Oh, it's the rings again, the ring posts.
It was the rings, yeah.
They're slippery, man. They're slippery.
We got stuck in the pit.
Not for just
not
you again. Use the wrong termination.
Okay, just making sure for my team.
Use the wrong termination, it's fine.
Man,
Got stuck in the
get off
road,
the ring
it's
rope, you're
beginner's
jumping in the-
mistake,
off the
okay.
ring. Sins,
Get
disgraceful.
out of here, Clayface. No one likes you. Alright, sorry. That was rude. Clayface.
The team managers appear to be fighting.
Alrighty, after a little bit of a spit spat from our managers here, we go back. So immediately taking aggression gets wiped out immediately. That was not a good call. That was not a good call at all. That might have doomed him here, but Cooper King, though, staying in there. Oh, minigun got pulled out.
It seems that one of the boxers taunted in the middle of the round. That's gonna count as a warning, but the next time they do that, it's gonna count as a point to the opposite team.
Alrighty, it's 5-2. And both teams in the middle of the ring, and Red getting a little bit more sort of movement here. Raid getting one, and trading equal blows, and it's just Rage with alive against them both, and that was just it wasn't good enough for them. And that is it. Sorry for the because I was like, oh, we can't
Is
tie
it
11. I think that's it, and that is 11-8 final aggregates. EU have won it after losing 5-6 in one of the closest matches I've ever seen personally last night in New York.
It was a very fun match.
That is going to be it on aggregate 11-8. EU do win it. Dan, what a night that was.
Definitely.
What a match
EU
that
was pulling out all the stops. The round that we had the penalty just before that final round, they did appear to have a maneuver where they would lure one in, surround him, and beat him up. Bax was the unfortunate victim in that time, and like I said at the beginning of the night, he was able to be hit by all four at once, 2 times, and then knocked him out clean. He went from full to none in a matter of seconds.
It's no surprise. I mean, it really isn't a surprise that we were able to come back on such a a loss yesterday, 6-5. We were only down by a single round, and Ping came into our advantage, and here it is. EU wins again.
Well, hey, since have you got anything to say to that young man?
Young man.
And Clayface, your team won. It was 11-8. I think we Team North America did very well. I loved my team. Our team stayed the same the entire way, but nonetheless, we put in a good effort. I am happy how everything has happened, but I have to say you won tonight. Congratulations, Clayface. Congratulations to Team Captain Comfyland and all the teammates that happened to be there, whether the last night or tonight. I know that was a revolving door because who would want to work with Clayface anyways, but besides the point, I will high five you. I can't high five because this ring is all weird. But I'll just say this, Clayface.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. All right. So real quick, Clayface, you're right. You won tonight. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. But in the end, we're really, honestly, truly, for me, this was never really about North America versus EU. To me, personally, I wanted 8 boxers in one ring doing their best, and they really did their best. So I really,
of course.
But for me personally, this is more than just Team North America and Team EU. I know how good they are. Most of them went through Fight Night. I know exactly how good they are. They don't need to prove anything to me. Clayface, this isn't between NA and EU. It's between me and you, man. Listen, we're competitive people. We both know what's at stake when it comes to being the best, whether it be promoter, producer, whatever the name you want to call it, okay? And I'm so glad that we could share the ring together doing something like this, considering you don't want to square off in a ring with me one-on-one because of Australian Ping. So tonight, this was a good match. This was a good match because this was the closest thing I can do to fight you in a match, Clayface. And I think that's the only next step, Clay. Is the only next step. I mean, you name the place, you name the time, you name the venue. I don't care.
Okay.
Clayface, I challenge you for a goddamn match.
everyone's watching, so I can't really say no, can I? Ah.
Are you
Well,
kidding me?
I mean,
Wait,
you've been
no.
saying no to me for the past like
Hang on,
month
hang
or
on,
months
hang
I've
on,
been
hang on, hang
saying.
on, hang on. I'm disputing that. If there's gonna be any kind of staff fight involved, it's gonna be me first. Get the hell out of here.
Anyways, so no, Clayface, I'm serious, Clayface. You name the date and time. If you say no, that's fine. That's fine. I'll just go back to Fight Night and I'll put on one of the best damn fighting promotions in all of TF2 history. That's fine. I'll keep doing that, Mr. Best Promoter in the entire TF2 history. Sorry, Fedora, but that really bothered me. So you better have an answer for me this coming Friday at Fight Night. I hope to see you there, and I hope to get your answer because I want to match you one-on-one in this NHBL ring.
The making of a massive match.
Right now, even. I can give you an answer right now. Me and you, Red Alert. Let's do it.
Red Alert? You want to do Red Alert?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Great face. I need to name the place and name the time on August 28th. Red Alert, Fight Night.
Yeah, Red Alert.
I do accept your challenge.
Oh, fantastic. You're going to get wiped on the floor even with my turn to ping.
I'll trust this Face. I'll go easy on you. Fedora's watching.
Okay,
Later.
of course. No worries.